Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's a special Friday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
Sometimes I wonder if we're just not looking at Derek Carr and evaluating him the correct way, because this guy's been incredibly reliable. Only 2 missed starts in 6 seasons with the Raiders. His completion percentage topped 70% last year. The only one higher, Drew Brees in New Orleans. The problem, though, it hasn't translated into wins. They move the ball up and down the field, but they don't score enough touchdowns. Derek Carr hoping to remedy that in 2020.
Right now.
first carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Las Vegas.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 31. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
This is third.
Here's Carr to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Pass rusher extraordinaire, deformed that time, getting the sack. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because at
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe, meaning you don't really rush on that one. You almost concede it. They want to kick a long one like that and make it, so be it. You just don't give up the fake. Yet they did anyway. Poor execution on the defensive side.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think
23 yards.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
On the return is Jones. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 44-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. Here's Jacobs. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down.
Here we go. Wait, here we go, dude. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo over the middle, and it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This is Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They run it with Jacobs. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's got it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense, and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 5-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
And 8 yards to go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach?
This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd
So the
down.
incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Daniel Carlson kicking off for Las Vegas.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And now it's second down.
Now, Charles, we take a peek there at their recent draft class, and this definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks, you better scout them well and hit on those selections.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
7-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's the backup Mariota. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Raiders.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44, Mariota floating one incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. Third down here.
Complete. It's third down. And
from the gun, Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what do you look at? And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And it's third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Raiders will get it at their 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, McKinnon, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 42.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that is incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
On 1st down, Richard fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, Richard, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
He's taken down.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 2nd down, Richard. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Las Vegas.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Richard on the toss. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Mariota going to run on the option. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
At the 49ers' 1-yard line.
This is Richard, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And it's good to make it 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends on the Jalen Richard touchdown run.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Niners down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Carlson now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Richard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Mariota. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Richard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
The stop by DJ Jones. A gain of 4.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.